All right, so today we are doing timed circuits. We are working on an escalating density program this month. So we're going to be doing these timed 8-minute circuits, trying to get more sets in as we get further into the month, or the 4-week block. It doesn't really line up with the month. So for our first circuit, we're going to set the clock for 8 minutes. And in 8 minutes, you are going to do 10 kneeling squats, which is a funny sort of a movement. We're sitting back on our heels. We're coming up and squeezing the glutes, and then back down. You can hold a weight in front of your chest. You can hold 2 weights in front of your chest if you wanted. You could also hold that behind your back. Make some more space between your feet there so you don't smash your toes. We want to keep this weight close in. Just make sure as you come up, you're squeezing the glutes as you lock out the hips. We are going to do 10 reps there. You're welcome. Maybe you want to grab a yoga mat for those knees. And then we're going to do 5 to 10 half kneeling overhead press. So it'll be 5 on each side. The knee that's down on the ground is the side that you're pressing on. You want that other hand out to the side. You can lean into it as well to bring the obliques in, or you could just do a strict press overhead. You're going to do the same number of reps on each side. So if you do 7 on one side, do 7 on the other side. And that's it. Any questions or modifications needed?
Can I do this overhead press like sitting on my butt? I
Yes.
might have tore open some skin on my knee, and it's hard to.
Oh no, yes.
I know.
Yeah. So do that seated with your legs out in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, like a Z press. Cool.
Okay.
All right. All right, so we have our weights and knee pads ready.
So the weight is in the hand of the knee that's down, or did I get it backwards?
For the overhead press, yes. Yeah, so you want to think about getting long through that whole side.
Okay.
And then switching, yeah. All right, I'm going to start this clock. In 8 minutes, we're going to do as many rounds as we can. Rest when you need to, drink water if you need to, and go.
Can you talk us through it again?
Yeah, so we are doing 10 kneeling squats. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Maybe holding some weight at your chest or behind your back. Then we're switching to our half kneeling single arm overhead press. I do suggest starting with your weaker arm, getting all your reps in on one side and then switching. All right. Resting if you need to, and if you don't need to, going right into your next set. We're getting as many rounds as possible in here. You can also feel out doing these kneeling squats with the weight behind you. These kneeling squats go so fast, and the overhead press is so slow. Oh, I'm doing this backwards. There we go. Nothing like getting the heart rate elevated and just totally screwing it up. That's it. Nice work. Ian, are you making the most of your 50-pound kettlebell?
It might be making the most of me.
Thank you, baby. Go lie down. Nice work. We're doing great. It's amazing how the legs just don't get a rest here. It's making my quads so tired. Yeah. Only 8 minutes, right? We have a minute and a half left here. So maybe take a couple of seconds of rest, and then get in another, I don't know, 1-2 rounds to finish strong. Nice job. We got this. All right, 30 seconds. And that's time. I'm going to finish up this second arm, but we're resting and breathing. Man. Whew. First cardio session of the week is always the hardest. All right. We are resting and breathing here. Gonna drink some water. Okay. All right, so next up, we're going to go for 8 minutes again. And for this round, we are going to do 8 Romanian deadlifts, or you can make it a good morning with a band, and then 8 lat raises. So a Romanian deadlift, here I'll demonstrate with dumbbells and then with a band. So Romanian deadlift is your hinge. Hips come back, you're sliding that weight right down your thighs, standing up and squeezing the glutes. You want to feel that tug in the hamstrings and then stand up. And then our bent arm lateral raise. Arms are at a slight bend here, hands facing in, coming up with the elbows and back down. Oh man, that's heavy for these. You're doing at least 4 up to 8 reps on that lateral raise, depending on the weight that you have. If you're using a band, you can do good mornings instead of that Romanian deadlift, putting the band around your neck. Again, coming into your hinge, and then squeezing the glutes at the top. For your lateral raise, you're going to slide your hands in, coming just before the elbow. Get that band flat on your arm. And then you're going to raise up with the elbows and then back down. So 8 Romanian deadlift, 8 raises for 8 minutes. Questions or modifications? Oh, all right. All right. All right, we're going to get started with our 8 Romanian deadlifts. You ready? Get in there, Gibbs, and go. Making sure to maintain a flat back as you come down. Right. And your lateral raises. Remember to rest when you need to. often when we do stuff with bands, it reminds me of when I was a kid and my cousin tied herself up with her mom's pantyhose and made herself walk the plank off of the couch and broke both of her arms. But I'm like, doing this, I'm like, this is probably how she did it. Because all these years, we were like, how did Amanda do that? It was, I mean, we're all there for it. We witnessed it. But thank you. That one cousin always got herself in the most amazing jams. She was an only child, and we all blamed it on that. So we were like, oh, she doesn't have siblings to fight with, so she comes up with all these weird games.
I did not have siblings, and I did not do things like that. For the record.
Well, so that time, because I grew up with a number of cousins. There were 13 girls on my dad's side. And, so I mean, Lord knows how many kids my aunt had to take to the emergency room with her and her daughter with 2 broken arms, where we then all got interviewed by CPS. And we were like, no, really, she's just crazy. Like, her mom's fine. It's her that's a problem. Nice, we're all looking really good. This 8 minutes doesn't seem to be dragging on nearly as long as the last. Yep. Awesome, you got this. We only have 2 minutes left here. Got the hard part out of the way. 1 minute. Here we go. This is the final push. There's 3, 2, 1, and resting. Nice work. All right, we are resting and breathing. For our third and final round, our 2 movements are going to be either alternating lunges or step-ups. Let me grab my step. If you wanted to do step-ups, you could do these on stairs, on a chair. I have this low step stool because I will always be the shortest person in the house. So for your step-up, you're planting your heel, pressing through the heel of that lead leg, squeezing the glutes at the top, and then switching. You can make this as high as you want to, as long as you make sure you're driving through that lead leg and you're not jumping off of the ground. If you would like to make these alternating lunges, so starting from center, you're stepping forward and then switching. You have 6 on each leg. We then have 6 mountain climbers on each leg. You're in a plank with your shoulders over your hands, same knee to elbow, 6 on each side. It's going to be great. Questions or modifications? Nope. All right. We're going to rush just a little bit longer here.
Making sure I can clear the ceiling.
Yes, please make sure you can clear the ceiling.
It's very low. In between the joists, anyway.
Oh my God. My brother is 6'5", and I've written him a couple of programs to like do at home, and he can't do anything overhead. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that must be what that's. I think this must be what that's like. The ceiling's probably only about 7 feet in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So it's 8 step-ups and each leg, and then 8.
6, just 6, but for 8 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so 6 on
each.
Yeah, 6 of each.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
6 step-ups, 6 mountain climbers, 8 minutes. Okay.
Yes. And you know, when your heart rate gets elevated, that count might be off. Just keep going.
Yeah. I might just keep going for a while.
My general rule of thumb is if I forget what count I'm on, I'll just do 2 more. Unless I know I'm way off and I need to do like 5 more, but generally do 2 more. All right. So we're going to start this last round, starting with either 8 lunges or step-ups. Not 8, I just totally screwed it up. 6. 6 on each side, and go. and 6 mountain climbers. Thank goodness it's just 6. That's more than enough. All right. And if back lunges feel better for you, you can go ahead and do those instead of forward lunges. Nice work. Adding a little inchworm in there, Annie. Can't stop, won't stop.
Gotta give my hamstrings some extra love there.
For real.
I'll go to the alphabet, not in order of random letters,
Right. Just resting as long as you need to before your next set. Remember to breathe. It's funny, I've been trying to focus on gratitude. So here at this point in the circuit, I'm like, man, I'm real grateful this is 8 minutes and not 10. Whew. You have less than 2.5 minutes to go here. Oh, we're looking good. If you need to rest, then rest. It's more important that we get good quality reps. Then we go through the motion flailing. That's not going to help anybody. Whew. All right. Just over 1 minute to go here. All right, 45 seconds. It's your final push. All right, you got it, 10 seconds. Finish up the last set that you're on. There's 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Nice work.